He has the voice. I just don't have that voice. I want to give you a report, actually. As Brother Felipe said, I'm a chaplain at the Edmonton Remand Center. I started there 2 years ago, and it is amazing things that are happening at the Edmonton Remand Center. But first of all, Good Friday, yesterday. Good Friday was my born-again birthday. Amen. 25 years ago on Good Friday, I was sitting in the balcony of Sherwood Park Alliance Church, and I was crying. And I was watching the musical play that they set up each year, and I was watching, and at the end there was Pastor Del McKenzie. He gave an invitation, and I said yes. I said yes. Go a little bit of history before that. I grew up in a difficult home. My dad was an alcoholic. I went through a lot of things. I quit school after grade 9. There was a lot of things that were going on in my life. I got involved in the drug culture. I ended up on the streets, living in Vancouver. At one point, I decided to go home. I asked my mom if I could come home. And I started attending all sorts of different groups and stuff like that. And then I was attending this one group at Alberta Hospital. I was trying to help this one fella out, and he was coming off cocaine. I was trying to help him out with his addiction. And we ended up going through some different things and stuff like that. And then I got this desire to become a minister. And when I thought about it, all I thought about was that's some guy in a black robe that helps people, right? That's all I thought. I don't know what it means. And I was supposed to move out with this guy. And I told him, I said, I can't help you. I said, we can't move out together. I'm going to have to stay at home. I got to figure out what this is. And he says, Bruce, you blow me away every time I see you. He says, I was a Salvation Army pastor for 9 years before I fell because of my pride. And he started going through the Bible with me. And every time I'd ask a question, he'd open the Bible and he'd say, read here. And I'd read that. And I'd get all mad at him and I'd ask him what his opinion was. He says, I don't have an opinion. This is the only opinion that counts. For 3 months, I did that. Until I gave my life on Good Friday, 25 years ago. But anyway, at the Edmonton Remand Center, there's amazing things happen. There's a lot of story that I can't really go through that from 25 years ago to what's happening today, but I want to tell you there's amazing things happening there. There's 25,000 people that go through there a year. And I'm not saying I agree with the way the government does things. I'm not saying that how the government does things is right, but I'm just saying this is reality. But you know what? God put me there 2 years ago, and there was 4 evangelical volunteers coming in. My brother Noel was one of them, or he still is one of them. I began to pray. I said, God, the need is so great. There's so many people here that need to know the gospel message. Can you send more people? And then God started sending people, and I found myself not being able to organize people. I didn't know what to do. I said, God, you got to give me the ability to organize people. So one step at a time, it's been a walk of faith. Now I have close to 50 people coming in, fellow workers coming in to present the gospel. And these are people, they had dreams about they need to go to the remand and they need to preach the gospel. How can they do it? They've been dreaming about it. God was answering prayers. Today, I see so many people come to know the Lord in the remand center. And they're being built up in the remand center. And whatever reason they're there, it doesn't matter. God loves them all. And they're being sent out from the remand center with Bible in hand, with Jesus in heart, ready to serve. And they're coming back to different communities like Goodfish. And they need you. They need you to disciple them. They need you to get a hold of them in their fervor and build them up. Bring them in and build them up. These people are ready to present the gospel. There's a revival happening in Alberta. It's people like Felipe and others like him. They're doing meetings like this in Alberta. This is going to be big. Amen. This is going to be big. And I'm excited to be a part of it. So, amen.